The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
D's Media back again with another interview, man. I got a special guest for y'all, man. FYB Freddie G. I interviewed this guy probably about, I believe, a few years ago now it's been. But I had to get
Yeah.
you back on here, man. But for everybody that's tapping in, man, my bad. I'm thinking I'm doing a live. But yeah, Freddie G, man, let the people know where you tapping in from.
Well, I'm tapping in from Ohio. You know how I'm coming.
Okay. Over the last few years, man, you know how you been doing, man.
To be honest, I really think I've been doing all right, except for the long story about me being scammed by a member. Long story short, he wasn't a member. He was a phony,
Yeah,
but
we're
I
gonna
ain't
jump
gonna get
straight
in that
into that.
story. Yeah,
Um,
I ain't gonna get in all that, but yeah.
this morning, I seen you did a live with FYBJ man earlier today, and you pretty much was exposing FYB Smiley for allegedly taking $10,000 to $14,000 for pretty much the imprint.
This Smiley is not FYB. We just gonna start there. Y'all shouldn't have paid him $10,000. If y'all wasn't in contact with FYBJ man himself, I don't know why.
I
I don't know.
told him to. I'm sorry. I told him to get a hold.
I
Yep.
remember a few years ago when we did our interview, when you and Smiley was pretty much telling me about this situation. I remember when he pretty much was saying, he got an artist that he pretty much about to sign to the label and stuff like that. Y'all in the process of some type of payment. I remember that 2 years ago when I interviewed you. Do you care to speak on it? Because I see you did a live with FYBJ Main today.
Yeah, so me Smiley was never really FYB is what I was told. So mark that out of category. He was just a fan. So on the whole long story run is I got screwed. So it hit different when I get screwed. So,
Right, right,
but it happens to the best of us when we don't know. You know what I mean?
right. How did you how did you meet Smiley? Did you meet him like over the internet or something? How did you meet him?
Well, after Trigger's passing, long live folks. I Trigger just happened to Blue Moon text me, and that's how we started business together.
Okay. Did it like start off with like a feature or anything? Because he's saying that you paid for some features.
Yeah. So it started off as features, and then it became a bigger business money motivation because I started chopping up with him about trying to be FYB because he kept saying you have to pay 10 racks to keep the FYB name, but that's another story,
Right. So like so was it like just one day, you just was scrolling on the internet and you just so happened to hit him up through Trigger, or did you have like a relationship with FYB Trigger? Like how
Yeah,
did you
yes.
meet? How did you get like, to meet FYB Trigger, you know?
So I was happy one day to just look up FYB in them because I already know who J Main was. So I happened to
Okay.
look up Trigger. I started listening to his music maybe a couple 2 or 3 weeks, and I hit Trigger up on Instagram. I said, "What's the word?" He said, "Who's this?" I said, "My name Freddie." He said, "Oh shit, what's up, Freddie?" So he decided to call me. And that day when he called me, it was the best day of my life. I thought I was really something then. But then after
Okay.
that, after his passing, there hasn't been no communication there.
Okay. So then just one day out the blue, you just hit up Smiley or he hit you up.
He hit me up in a
Okay.
message request. Yeah. Long story short.
Okay. One of the things that that the conversation me and you had a few years ago back when Smiley told me about what was going on, and then you was pretty much saying that the one thing that a lot of people gonna ask you is that you didn't think that it was like a little bit weird that somebody would want you to pay them to use their brand versus when you were artist, they supposed to pay you. Like, did you ever like feel like anything was a little suspect or anything? Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. Really the whole time I thought it was suspect, but really at the same time I knew I had to pay my dues. I thought I did anyways until
right,
J Main said today, no. He said that's a big no. You know what I mean? Now I'm starting to get it. You know what I mean? But you all know me. I got a lot of fans. You know, I
Right,
just the simple fact is I should have never did what I did, and I'm
right,
learning. You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah,
Um,
I'll never trust nobody again. I tell you that.
um, so like far as like so this whole time you never was in communication with FYBJ Main till recently?
Yeah, till recently. Yeah, yeah. Long
Okay.
story short, J Main had nothing to do with this situation.
Right, right,
See,
right,
according to the situation, Smiley was the one doing all of it. It
right.
wasn't even J Main had no knowledge. So you fans out there saying, no, J Main had no knowledge.
Okay. And what made you today? I mean, or like what made you recently out of the blue just finally have enough of it and wanted to take it to IG?
Well, it was the I hit up FYB Mar and I was like, is this shit real? Is this shit real? Is this real? Am I really? Because long story short, Smiley said I still had to pay a certain amount of money, and I didn't pay it. So I hit up Mar and was like, Mar, is this shit true? And FYB Mar was like, hell nah. He said, call my number, gang, real fast, right now. And I called it, and long story short, made my day a lot better. I found out it was false.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just don't sound right that somebody got to
Yeah.
pay that much money to be a part of a record label or be part of a brand. And then on
Right,
top of that,
right,
if anybody would charge you, it would be FYBJ Main. He the star of the show. So if it's not coming
right.
from him, it is a little. So like pretty much, did y'all do any music together? You and
So
Smiley?
yeah, we did songs like 3 years ago when my first interview. Yeah, we have songs together, but I never posted them or nothing. They were posted on my old channel for maybe a year, and I took them down.
Okay. What you just didn't want to be associated with it no more?
Yeah, pretty much. I ain't gonna hold you. After I paid the 10 bands off rip, long story short, I knew I could tell something in my brain it wasn't right. I knew, to be honest, I knew there was a feeling in me that Smiley was playing with me. But that's another story for another day.
Right. So was it like so you paid it like all in like one payment, or was it like over a span of period?
No, 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 it was over a span of period of
Okay.
time, but it was still 10 bands.
Okay. Okay. So like, do you feel like a good or a bad thing? Do you feel like you was that determined to make it that you was willing to overlook something that you probably might have would have thought was suspicious, and now looking at it, you probably be like, I knew I shouldn't have did it, or was you that determined to be part of FYB? Did you overlook certain things that you might have now saying like, I seen this, I should have paid attention more. You get what I'm saying? Was it certain
Yeah.
things that now that you looking back on, you like, I already knew this. Like, I don't know why. Like, you feel me? Or was you like that determined, like to be like part of FYB and like that's your dream to become a rapper? Like, which one was it?
So it was my dream to be an artist and to, of course, tap in with J Main. That's always been my whole rap career has been nothing but focusing on trying to get in touch with J Main. Even before I was FYB, I was names like Young Freddie G, STK Freddie G. I was not no FYB. So it's not like I had the FYB name my whole rap career. I've had other names. But you see, long story short, I've always wanted. My dream was to always be an FYB member, and I'm praying it. I think it's official that you could pretty much say that I'm a member. Your J Main said it in a lot. You know what I mean?
Right. I
Let
mean,
let
hey, you,
I
hey,
mean, let's start there.
all that money you didn't invest into the brand. Hey, man, they might as well make you. You feel me? Might as well make you a member.
Right, right,
You
right. But
feel
you
me?
see, yeah, like I'm gonna take a word out of my buddy FYB Cool. He said, let's start there. He said, look, he said you did something good. No, he said you Smiley did something bad, but you came out on top. That's
Right.
what he said. And if you know what I mean, right?
Right.
Smiley did something bad, but I came out on top. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I came out on top. I got the wings. You know what I mean? So it
Right.
hit different.
No, for real, for real. Hey man, he get you on. Hey, he get you on his big platform, his big podcast, man. You right, man. You done pretty much made it right there. You
Right,
right
right.
about
I
that.
I know he's gonna stay tapped in with me. I already know he is.
Right, right, right. One of the things that caught my attention, because I was like, when I heard FYB Freddie G, I was like, hey, I interviewed this guy a few years ago.
Right.
One of the things that touched everybody, I feel like on the live, was your girlfriend or your like a child's mom or something like that. One of the
Yeah.
things
Yes.
that she was saying that touched everybody was that that y'all hard-earned money went into your dreams of you becoming FYB. Like, can you speak on like, just the sacrifice that you made to make those payments so that you can become a rapper? Because a lot of people might overlook that, but they don't see how determined that you was to actually keep going forward with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may have thought it
Yeah.
was suspect or suspicious, but you so determined to become a rapper and get on that was what you was willing to do. Like, but can you just speak on like the sacrifices that you and your girlfriend y'all made, so that y'all can,
Yeah.
get to what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we sacrificed. Now this does not might seem like a lot, but we sacrificed two vehicles, an apartment, and we had to get back on our feet with another apartment with barely any income at all. But on some real stuff, because I thought my money was going to J Main. I sacrificed two vehicles. And I didn't even say this in the live because I really don't want, long story short, I don't want people
Speak
knowing it,
your
but I
truth,
really
man.
don't care.
Speak your truth.
But I sacrificed two vehicles. I sold them cash money just to give to J Main, but it wasn't going to J Main.
But it's
Now I
never going
realize,
to him.
right. And then that's what I'm trying to get. I sacrificed a lot, sold a bunch of stuff, got rid of a bunch of stuff. Yeah,
Right.
I even went to jail and came out. So yeah,
So like from your honest opinion, after you chopping it up with J Main and him making you an official member and giving you that step that you just worked so hard for, minus of course the finance, but you just worked so hard, your dedication, that he officially made you a member. But can you
yeah,
speak on like, was you shocked and was you surprised when he finally hit you up? Like, can you speak on that moment
yeah,
when he
yeah,
finally hit you
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Because it
So
finally happened for you.
it was
Whether it
crazy.
was $14,000 later, J Main finally made you official member. Can you speak on
Right.
like when you got that call, how that make you feel?
Oh my God, it made me feel amazing. So FYB Mar, long story short, he hit different. He said, call me, gang. Well, he hit me up on Insta. He was like, you got an iPhone? I said, nah, I got an Android, but my girl got an iPhone. He was like, look, take your girl's phone and call this number. I call it. I call the number, FaceTime the number. And guess who it was right next to FYB Mar? It hit different. J Main was right there, and I was like, "What?" You know what I mean? So it was exciting, but I had to keep my emotions. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So,
right, right.
but yeah, it's just how it is. But it's crazy. But
Hey man, congratulations, man. He made you official member, man.
right,
He made you
I'm
official member.
excited.
It's a little bit tough and sad that that you had to go through, what you went through to become official member. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. The road at the end, man, ain't no telling what you got to go through to get there. You had to
Yeah,
go through.
right.
It cost you a little bit, but at the end of the day, you made it to the end. Your ultimate goal was to be part of FYB, his camp, and he made you official member today. So at the end of the
Right.
day, sometimes, man, through life, man, we're gonna go through a lot of obstacles to get to where we want, but nothing is easy in this life. You had to work a little bit harder, but it finally paid
Yeah.
off. So whether it be him throwing you on a song or him giving you free merch or giving you an interview or just giving you some acknowledgement, man, that's still bigger than what you had yesterday. You feel me?
Right. And that's facts, my man. That really is.
Right. And then like the one thing I respect about you is that you don't feel like FYBJ Main owe you, even though somebody associate to him or allegedly has something to do with it. I respect the fact that you ain't really blaming him for that. Like, yo, you owe me this,
No,
you owe me that. Like, I
no,
thought I paid
I ain't
you,
like
so I
that.
respect that.
Yeah, I ain't like that. I really ain't. I just keep it. I keep it peaceful and move, man. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not asking for no blessings, but it would help my girl in the most best way. Not so much me, but my girl, because my girl is pregnant, and that's a long story for another day. But she's
Right,
going through it hard.
right.
So but that's another day. So
No, no, I feel you on that. Do you feel like this is a life lesson for you? Not even for the music
yeah,
industry, but just in life that sometimes if it seemed too good to be true, it's not always as good as it sounds. Was that
right.
was
Yeah,
this a
I
life
agree.
lesson? Okay, okay. Um, another question that I got for you, before we get into your music and everything, you know, what's one of the things that that if you could ask FYBJ Main for one thing, what's the one thing that you would ask him? If you could ask him for
I
one
would,
favor, what would be the one
I would
favor you
ask
ask him?
him. I would ask him to put me in some wheels. I ain't gonna hold you. I would ask him to put me in some wheels because I sold two of my great cars. I sold a 2012 Chevy Cruze and a 2013 Jeep, and those were some good ass cars and an SUV, and I sold them. But
Right, right,
I don't blame nobody. But yeah, and for my girl can speak on herself. She don't want nothing. But it's still the sad part is that the situation happened about her. If that makes sense.
right. If if
You
if
know,
if 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 she was in the interview and I asked her what would be the one thing that you can if FYBJ Main told her is one thing that I can give you, what you think it'd be she'll ask him for?
a baby shower, an awesome baby shower. I'll tell you that.
No, I feel you, man. That's a lot of money, man. So I completely understand. I completely
Right, right,
understand that. I don't want to make this whole thing about that situation. It's unfortunately, but like I said, at the end of the day, you got your ultimate goal was to meet FYBJ Main. I hope he
right,
gave you some I hope he gave you some comfort about the situation and at least let you know that it wasn't him that was up to it. That's the harsh
right,
part about this world, man, that you do got some people out there that'll scam you and get off. Hey, bro, don't feel
yeah,
bad. I didn't got scammed before out of interviews before. I didn't made deposits on interviews and people didn't.
right,
So, bro, don't feel bad, man. But the one thing that you learn is you just learn to move smarter and move better. But
right.
the question that I'm pretty sure everybody want to know is, man, let the people know like what music and stuff you've been working on or what music you got out, and also let them know where they can find your music at.
So I got a song out called Passion. I just dropped it. It was last night I dropped it with J Escobar, J/7070 from the Rack. It's on YouTube, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, etc. Everybody go check it out. It's Passion on my channel, FYB Freddie G. And I don't really have nothing in the works right now because I haven't been really working on anything new. I just been trying to get my money up. That's what I'm focused on right now. Like it's
Okay,
money over fame for me. I need money right now. So,
okay,
that's just how it is for me. But
okay,
yeah, and people can listen to my music on really anything. I'm on everything. So
okay, okay,
all
okay,
platforms.
okay.
The D man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media. You feel me?